sports betting brother, and he bring it up. And thanks for stopping by. My name is Boyd, I'm a sports betting market analyst with OddsJam.com. We teach you how to bet like a pro. And today's topic is winning tips, winning methods for making money in MLB. Major League Baseball is really profitable. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of details you can get into, and you kind of go off into the weeds if you don't know what you're doing. That's part of what I've discovered is in my research and just seeing what is suggested out there for people. It's very vague. So there's top 5 or 6 things they suggest. At end of the day, though, it doesn't really take you anywhere. It's so murky and vague. So I'm going to get it specific, break it all down for you, and ideally come out of this it would be far ahead and more advanced to make money, rinse, repeat. Let's take a look. All right, let's kick this off. So the first tip that I see out there, it's on the internet, is do your research. Really? Sweet, thanks. That helped. So what I did is I put together my top 10 list of subjective or statistical sites that I use just to kind of get the temperature of the markets, get the temperature of what's going on in MLB. So if you want that list, just drop me a message down below and I'll get that to you. But that's the first thing, and that's going to be just some statistical research. And again, I have a whole entire course coming out here real soon. Again, it just goes through that in depth and it really walks you through step by step. So if you want that, again, leave a message down below and just message me. We'll get that to you and taken care of. But these are going to be things like stats that are already all baked into the price of the games, already baked into the price of all the player prop bets, all the mainline bets, things like that. So we'll get into a little bit further why I don't know if that's really a good time spent situation for yourself to do. But again, if you want some of those sites, let me know down below. And also let me know if you want to get signed up for that class. It's going to be released in a couple of days here, about middle of May. We'll have that ready to roll. All right, the next couple of tips are sort of tied together. The next one is understanding odds. And understanding odds is essentially the payout, if you will, or the price that you pay for a particular asset or a bet. So, for example, if you're betting on a moneyline bet, which is just pick a winner between 2 teams, let's say it's San Diego and Seattle, and you have San Diego minus 120, and that basically means you're going to be paying $12 to win 10 or 120 to win 100. Contrarily, on the underdog side, if it's a positive or a plus, you want to have the highest number if you're taking that particular wager. The underdogs, it's going to pay a little bit more, and every little bit helps, which is tied to the third tip, which is shop for your odds. And of course, shopping around for your odds is done for you at OddsJam. Everything's done for you. All the sports books, there's nearly over 200 sports books getting data from, and so you really can identify very, very quickly who has the best odds, the best price, the best payout for your particular wager. So those two are kind of tied together. So understanding your payout and finding it and getting in on that is really a good tip that you're going to make a lot more money on over the long haul. So those are tips 2 and 3. Let's move on to number 4. So the next tip you see out there and you hear quite often is use data and analytics. And that's awesome. But again, if you don't know where to find that, and then once you do get there, of that information, what is valuable and what is actually impactful, it's hard to make a betting model or do some analytics on that if you don't know what you're looking for or where to find it. So again, kind of a waste of time in my mind, but what I can tell you is the analytics and the data that OddsJam provides is betting data. It's market data. That's where, again, all of those stats, all of the XFIP and WAR and all those baseball stats that you see out there that people are looking at, it's already baked into the price. It's already baked into the odds of the market at the sports books. So to me, it's a little redundant, a little bit silly. You're going to extract more information from OddsJam and the data that it provides. And that's the next thing, is using that source, using that resource to find mathematically profitable bets versus the use data to create a winner. It doesn't work. It works for a tiny percentage of people. So the key here at the end of the day is to use the data from OddsJam, the market insights, because everything else is already inclusive in it. So unless you think you have a better model than the odds makers, probably is a good route to go. All right, guys, there you go. There is hopefully a lot more direction, a lot more specific information on how you can proceed. Now, don't forget, if you want that top 10 sites that I use just subjectively to look at, again, the atmosphere, leave me a message down below. If you want to take advantage of the free 7-day trial at OddsJam, you get to take advantage of all the data, all the betting tools that OddsJam provides, and it's mathematically very, very profitable. So take advantage of that link. I'm going to leave it down below. Hit that up to get started and enjoy that on the house. And as well, don't forget, let me know too if you have an interest in the MLB course that I've got coming out here next week. It's going to go through in-depth a lot of information that'll really change and flip your script and how you think about betting in MLB, and make it a very profitable endeavor to change it around for you for years and years to come. Appreciate you stopping by. Let's go make some mathematical money.